So true. Well, I don't know. Like, I think it's important. Like to improve at League, I think it's important to think of attention as a resource, and you can really only focus on one thing at once. So if I'm in lane, for example, if I'm focusing on tracking my jungler, I can't focus on anything else other than tracking my jungler in that moment. And you can get in a habit of switching your attention. Like you can have your attention on your jungler, and then, or for example, have it your attention on lane and then switch to your jungler. Like 30% of the time, 70% of the time, you're concentrated on lane, and then maybe like 5% of the time, you're checking tab to see what items enemies have. And you gain the habit of that, but you can only have your attention on one thing at once. So like League is literally trying to get as much just muscle memory and where you don't have to pay attention into it, and like that's how you improve. So for example, if I'm on Fizz, I don't have to think about CSing. I don't have to think about the lane matchup because I already know all of those things. I used to. There used to be a time in like Silver where I'd have to pay attention to CSing. There used to be a time when I had to learn all the matchups. Now I pretty much know them like the back of my hand, so I don't have to put attention to that. Instead, my attention is now on mainly is on tracking my jungler, and then I still have to put a little bit into just seeing what the enemy laner's doing. So then when I stream, it like splits my attention. Like even just having it up on my other monitor. Yeah, I mean that's how you get better at anything, right? I mean there's slightly different. Yeah. So like, well, it's tough because to improve at League, like playing at the rank I'm playing at, which is my peak rank, I really should have 100% concentration. Um, and when I stream, I don't. Now I have to like split my attention between everything that I just said, but also looking at chat and trying to interact with chat. So it's just not good when I'm streaming ranked. So what I might do is I might start playing like, I don't know. I really just want to play like, if I could play 4 games a day, like 2 concentrating, but then 2 on my Smurf, and like just looking at stream. And the cool thing is I can Smurf and play at like say gold level and autopilot, but then also be paying attention to chat. Um, and then if I can like play on my main and get my ranking up to diamond, I'll be able to play at a platinum level and pay attention to chat. But right now it kind of sucks because I think diamond's respectable, but like plat 2 hard stuck is not. You could say we're doing so it's somewhat engaging, then eventually it gets reading chat. Just say what you're doing. Yeah, but even that is like an attention thing. Which, to be fair, I think that's probably where I should start. Instead of reading chat, I should probably just be saying what I'm doing. uh, Instead of like reading chat, I should probably, at least when I'm playing ranked, I should probably just focus on saying like what my thought process is. So if I can like get it to the point where it's just habitual to talk about what my thought process is, it won't take any processing power to talk about where my attention is because I'm just saying what my attention's on. But that'll take a while for that to become habitual. I don't know if I could ever get to a point. Actually, I don't think you ever can get to a point because as soon as you're looking over at chat, that's like 5 seconds of not looking at League, which adds up. So I don't know if you can really get to a point when you can look at chat and not have that influence your gameplay. Probably just get to a point where like say challenger, high challenger, and then you can play low challenger while looking at chat. But just saying what you're doing out loud, I do think, yeah, I do think saying what I'm doing out loud is actually doable without affecting my gameplay. But just like improving in League, it's going to take time. So, like for the time being, it's just going to suck because I'm really going to tank Elo, probably streaming, which stinks because then it's like, oh, well, now he's a Plat 4 streamer instead of Plat 2 streamer. which is why I'm thinking maybe I could go on my Smurf and stream games on there. Yeah, but then it also requires me to play. And the cool thing is I might be able to get my Smurf up to like, this gold 2 right now, but it was high plat last season. So I could get it to like plat 4, maybe plat 3, which is fine and good practice. But anyway, let's play some Stardew. And sometime I'll watch your gameplay, Dan. Or actually, I can probably just chat when I play Stardew. But yeah, check out my farm, Sard. It's really not too far. It's still really messy, but I got some stuff going. Have you ever played Harvest Moon, Sid? Sard? One thing I don't like about this game is I forget things. Yeah, it's kind of like Stardew, except Stardew's like combined. The content in Stardew is like 3 Harvest Moons in one, kind of. Not that there isn't a lot in Harvest Moon. The one thing I do like about Harvest Moon is I always like the characters, whereas I really don't like most of the Stardew characters. Not that I hate them, it's just like, yeah. Not a huge fan of their designs. Alright, but maybe what I should do, start like a Stardew. No love interests? I don't even like any of them. I'm 7-1 PB. I just got tripled as attack. That. Nice. Oh yeah, and also owner. Also, damn. The reason why it's good for you to play Echo and just Echo and just Fizz is like the same reason. Like when you start playing 2 champs, you don't have to learn how to play the champ every game. So when you're switching champs every game, you're gonna have to concentrate on the new mechanics every game. But when you play Fizz and Echo enough, you get to a point where you don't have to worry about mechanics. And eventually you get to a point where you don't have to worry about CS. And you get to the point when you don't have to, you just constantly look at the minimap, and that's habitual. So that's like, and the cool thing too, is like most people that can play a bunch of champs at like challenger level, what they usually do is they'll one trick a champ, and there's plenty of examples of this. There's like the Kata one trick. What is his name? Cat Evolved. Cat Evolved is a high challenger Katarina one trick. But then once he got there, he went on to a team. I forget the name of the team. He's like a sub for this team. But now he's starting to play a lot of other champions at a challenger level. Probably still not as good as his Cat. Cat's probably like high challengers. Other champs are probably like low challenger. But he can play the other champs at that low level just in like the same way I can play probably any champ at a gold level. Given like maybe 20 games, maybe 30 games if it's a really tough champ. But I can only play at like plat 2 level with Fizz. So the cool thing is if you start playing Fizz and Echo, you can get to gold probably a lot faster than you can playing a million different champs. And then you'll be able to play your other champs that you also enjoy at like a silver level. And then push that to plat 2, you can play the other champs at a gold level. Which is why when I see you playing a million champs, like 400 games a season, I'm just like, also sorry, but should I name this person? Yeah, that's good. A little bit of, yeah, that's fine. I think generally you want to keep your champ pool to 2 or 3. And it's good that you have, well, it is weird that it's Fizz and Echo because they're kind of the same champ. But I'm a big believer in like just play you enjoy playing. Well, that's for a pig. I mean, name this new person. Keep the win rate though. Yeah, I wouldn't get. Also, I don't really think you should get too attached to like win rate. It's not really a good thing. Like I could go in a Smurf and play. Yeah, sure. I could go in a Smurf and play Fizz and get to Plat 2 with probably like an 80% win rate. But then I'll play like 100 more games and I'll probably have, you know, like a 49% win rate. But like win rate's not indicative really of skill. Even like the best players at like Challenger who have played like 500 games every season, they'll have maybe like a 60% win rate. And then another thing is if they're playing 500 games, you have to remember even with a 60% win rate, that's what is that? How many games is that? I don't do math. I'm an art major. 50 is 250. So what is? I can't do math. 310. So that's 310 wins, but that's 290 losses. Okay, yeah, maybe I did that math wrong. I'm a fucking art major. Freaking art major. No cursing on this. So right. So if you play 400 games. And also, how many games do you have on Fizz? Like 50? If you play like 200 games, that'll even out. Maybe you'll have like a 60% win rate, something like that. Do math for me. Screw math. Yeah, I agree. A cousin that's a math major. No costume rule breaking. What are you talking about? Do as I say, not as I do. Also, shoot. I don't know how to change this to. I do want to change it. Uh-oh. Boy, Mowgli. Okay. I do want to change my stream title to Stardew. Do that real quick. My rant. But okay, so let's say you play Girl Azuma. Ooh. Let's go, girl. Let's go, Azuma. Azuma's sick. Appreciate it. Right, so if you play, let's check out what's Dan's name. Can I think? Can I think? What the heck? I have it in here. Alright, what about farm names? Doing nuts. So I do hope you win that game. I don't mean to. No, it's what do you call it? What do you call it when two people work on something? A collaboration. All right, so Duma Nuts has 200 games this season with a 52% win rate. So that's about 100 losses, 100 wins. Even if you had a 60% win rate, which is really good, 52 is fine too. But like, say you had a 65% win rate. That's 100 and what? 25. Yeah, dude. I understand, but the more you play those champs, the win rate's just gonna go down. It's just like what happens when you play a lot of games. Unless if you play those champs and have a really high win rate like that, you might shoot up to gold, but you'll find a point where you'll plateau, and you might spend 100 games where your two champs, Echo and Fizz, deserve to be, and then your win rate will start to go down anyway. So that's why you don't want to get too attached to your win rate. Although I have to admit, it does hurt my, what's it called? It does hurt a bit that my Fizz win rate's at 49% right now. But hopefully I'll play enough games and then get to the point when I can shoot up to Diamond. win rate will go up a little bit, and then I'll probably plateau again. But anyway, so you play 200 games. Even if with a 70% win rate, that's still 60 games you're going to lose. So, like, you're going to want to not be too attached to... Like, you don't want a results-based mindset. One, because you can make a play that'll work, and it could have worked for, like, a reason that it shouldn't have. Like, you could have moved on a play, and it worked, but you shouldn't have moved there because you should have collected a really huge wave. For example, that's an example in-game, but then also when you're playing for like ranked league, you're gonna want to have like a mindset where you care more about yourself, focusing on yourself and the mistakes you make instead of like your shit teammates. Because if you focus on your shit teammates or focus on whether you win or lose, okay, yeah, sure, stay there for a second, about to win. Also, what am I naming this farm? Osmo farm. Never mind, might be all good. I don't have real setup yet. Junction from Schoolhouse Rock. What are you naming the farm? Conjunction Junction? Farm names. Honey Buzz Meadow. Marigold Abode. Budget. What's your function? No, please. Get me not. First moon reference. Get me not farm. I don't really like that either. Let's go. Soda pop? What about like tag? what tag should I have added? I just named it Cow Butt Farm or something. Cow Booty. Azima. I kind of like Ozma though. Favorite thing. All right, you can choose a favorite thing. Whatever you say, I'll put it in. Won't even fix it. Also see a dancing game. Distracting. Lies. No, I promise. I would never lie to you. Except for when I lie to you. Hey, if you don't choose something soon, I'll just choose for you. Favorite thing? Horror movies. Oh my goodness. Clearly this person's not a representation of me because... Skin. I'd go with like one of the weird ones. Elaborate. True. I go like blue skin or something. Okay. Nuts. I like the purple. Oh my. No, I can't do purple. Can we do blue? Little smurf. Purple? Okay, well, let's see. See if we can work with it. Okay. Gotta have like some wonky hair color there too. Wow, you can't really have wonky hair color. Red. How about, what if we had like, can you have things? Oh no, you have to get hats in game, huh? I was tagging you typing and typing to you that talk about paying attention. Yeah, I was actually kind of worried about doing that because I wanted you to pay attention to him. Because something that Joe will do sometimes is he doesn't pay attention when he plays League. Or like, he pays attention, but he'll be distracted. And he'll do that in ranked too. And to be honest, Joe's probably like a high silver player, not really a low gold player. He might be a low gold player if he just sticks to like Garen and Trind. But he also likes to do a thing where he'll swap around champs. Or he'll usually stick to like 5 champs. But okay, so let's say you have a 70% win rate on Fizz. And you play... He has too many accounts. He does have a lot. I mean, I know he has the one where he just swaps around. I think that's fine. Call me Jode. Oh, it's just called... Isn't it just JG now? Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's popping off, though. Okay, but this is an account I think he likes to swap around champs a lot, which is fine. I understand that, but best question, I don't know. He's wondering why he's like struggling at gold 4, and it's because he plays a million different champs. But anyway, that's okay. Jib, I got to go. Okay, sounds good. I'll probably talk to Dan until about half done my tirade, so probably finish that up and then go too. But I'll start the game, I guess, and then we can continue at some other time. But I'll call you on my enjoy elite box. Thanks. I'll call you on my drive back probably. Anyway, so like say you have a 70% win rate over 200 games. That's 140 games you lose, and that's going to be 60 games that, or excuse me, 140 games that you win and 60 games you lose. So you might even have days, even with a 70% win rate. Let's say you play 3 games, you might lose all 3 games. So it's a lot better. I'll let you know. Okay, sounds good. I will. So it's a lot better to just not be like, what was I saying, tied to whether you win or lose. And it's a lot better to just be focused on improving, not so results based, because then you won't be unhappy losing those 3 games. And I know that can be tough. Like even now, if I lose all 3 games, it's gonna put a damper in my mood. But I wish I wasn't like that, but it'll probably always be that way a little bit. But you know, give me 30 minutes, I'll be fine. And then I'll probably download the VOD reviews if I don't understand why I lost. Look it over, and then it's a learning experience. And sometimes there might not even be much in the VOD review. Like the other day, the only thing I made a mistake on was like I engaged the enemy mid laner just like maybe 5 seconds too early. I ended up being 1v1'd. And then my jungler, because my jungler's rounding the corner. And then jungler couldn't get the kill. It made the lane hard. Ended up not really being able to influence the game in the side lanes. And we just ended up losing. So sometimes it's just like a small thing like that. But what's the other thing? Oh, the other thing so I think one, it's good to kind of like change your mindset there, because then you won't get so angry when you are losing. And then two, if you're not, you're gonna have shit teammates no matter what. You get to Challenger, you'll still have shit teammates. You have teammates that completely tilt, like that Yi, that's like not even playing. You'll have people that you just sometimes you gotta wonder if they even have eyes. But there's a reason they're in that elo with you. It's because you're also not good. So, and you can only really control one thing, and that's yourself. So you really should only focus on what you can improve on. And then also, if you focus on what you fuck up, Joe. I meant frick up. No curse on the stream, my bad. Fucking noob. Oh no. Here we dance. But what was I saying? Shoot. Oh, the other is I really don't think you should flame people in chat. I know that's tough, and it might be best to just like mute all, but like I don't know, Dan. Like you have to remember there is a person on the other side of that keyboard, and I know it's anonymous. Okay, you gotta call me after you. Okay. Yeah, I'll call you now. I mean, I might as well end the stream.